Hi, I'm Erik Linask here in the TMC newsroom. We're coming to you from Miami Beach in Florida at the Miami Beach Convention Center. We're here day 3 of IT Expo East 2011. I'm talking this morning with Flavio Gomes from Logisense. Flavio, good morning. Thanks for joining me.
Good morning, Erik.
So maybe start off, tell me a little bit about who Logisense is.
Well, Logisense is a IP billing and OSS provider headquartered in Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. And we develop software that helps telephony service providers, ISPs, wireline and wireless providers bill and manage for IP customers and services.
So you guys, we spoke on the phone. You guys just very recently put out a pretty big announcement. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, we've had a great 2010. We've added a number of new customers to our roster, built some fantastic new technology that we're deploying out in the marketplace. And we're growing in terms of headcount.
Fantastic. So in terms of what you've got coming up in the near future and currently, what are you working on?
Right now we have, most of our focus is on hosted communications, in fact. We've got a number of VoIP customers that are in the midst of deploying our products and solutions. We are also developing technology called Extended Base, which enables us to provide more granular controls over your billing and OSS management capabilities. And we're looking at hiring some more people on the team, so we're really excited about that growth.
Oh, that's fantastic, and it's certainly great news for the industry.
Absolutely.
So what are some of the biggest hurdles or obstacles that your clients are facing and that you're helping them overcome?
Well, I think a key driver really is being able to differentiate in the marketplace. And we view billing and OSS as a strategic tool to help you create flexible pricing plans and flexible product packaging and services that enable you to really differentiate from the marketplace. I think another issue really is being able to set the tone with your customer when they come on board. The first day of your customer experience really does set the tempo and tone of your business. So ensuring that you've got really smooth rating, provisioning, and activation capability is an extremely important aspect. And I also think that from our viewpoint, what we're seeing is a trend towards some M&A activity out there. And as a result, we see that lack of having efficient, effective, accurate billing and OSS capability is really hampering the goodwill value of your business when you're going through that process.
Because they haven't effectively integrated products and services into their billing platform.
There's a number of reasons, Erik, and I think primarily the first one is inaccuracy. They really don't have a good picture in terms of their customer base and what type of revenues that they're driving and generating. There's a lot of leakage, a lot of revenue leakage. They're having challenges with fraud and revenue assurance. They want to ensure that services are being accurately billed and charged for. So those are a number of things that really impact how you're perceived in the marketplace from an M&A viewpoint, whether you're on the buy or sell side.
Now, in addition to the M&A activity that you mentioned, just the host of new products and new services have got to be adding to the complexity. In other words, you've got to be able to bill and provision new services and that you're deploying.
Absolutely, and integrating with back office switches and telephony switches is an important aspect of that. And it really gets back to the key aspect of really effective provisioning, activation, and service charging. And having a real-time rating engine for real-time business intelligence is another important aspect to consider when you're moving into the upgrading or looking at a billing and OSS platform.
So how does the increased focus, and you want to call it hosted, you want to call it cloud-based communications, either or, how does that impact what you're doing?
The cloud is really interesting, and it's something that we're starting to embark on. We've got a number of prospects and customers that are looking at moving towards the cloud. And really, the cloud, I think the interpretation of the cloud in the marketplace is something that's a little bit nebulous. People look at the cloud as SaaS or hosted sort of communications. We view it as burstable power, burstable CPU capability. So when you have huge spikes in your user base, or if you've got a seasonal type of business, or you're focusing on, for an example, education, where they're gone for their summer and they've got the fall, winter, and spring, and you've got services, hosted communication services that you're delivering to the universities, a cloud environment is really a great opportunity to be able to scale your platforms without having increased costs and commitment into hardware and the big iron.
What does it mean for billing and provisioning?
It really doesn't mean anything from a billing and provisioning viewpoint, from how we see things. Essentially, it's from a billing and OSS perspective, we're really agnostic to the network. As long as we can rate, meter, and grab and import usage data, then we're essentially agnostic to the network.
What do you see as the coming trends in the space for the next, in the next 6 to 12 months?
I really do see revenue assurance and fraud detection as an important aspect, especially in the hosted communications, as being a greater focal point in the marketplace. And as I mentioned, M&A activity is really something that's starting to trend positively.
No question about that. We're talking here at IT Expo East in Miami with Flavio Gomes from Logisense. Flavio, again, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Erik.
Enjoy the rest of this show.
Thank you.